He was born on the 2nd of July 1991 in Port Harcourt, and today Burna Boy may refer to himself as an African giant, but with what he has been able to achieve internationally through his music, for the young man in his early 30s, some may consider global giant as a more befitting title.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing.
His music has traveled continents, hypnotizing people of all races on the way, resulting in the self-acclaimed Odogu shutting down major arenas all over the planet. He's a brilliant performing artist, a Sound City MVP, Headies, Afrima, Future Awards, MOBA Awards, MTV EMAs, BET Awards, and Grammy Award winner. He is a star, no doubt, one that will be remembered after his days, but as shiny as he may appear, his story is not all glossy. It's 2022, about a decade since Burna Boy released Like to Party, and some of us are just realizing that we don't know who he is. We know the Burna Boy brand, the image that was created for the world to consume, the bad boy that girls love so much that they fling their underwear to while he's performing on stage, the amazing artist that has a knack for creating good music, the dangerous thug that would ruin you if you dared dare him. But if we take off the mask and see who the real Burna Boy is, would he look anything like the artist that we have come to love and respect today? Would we even like him? In June 2022, Burna Boy and his crew were accused of firing multiple shots in a popular Lagos nightclub. While the accusers never claimed that Burna Boy handled the firearm, they did narrate how it was Burna Boy's insistence on summoning one of the females in their midst that led to the fracas, and in the midst of that Burna Boy seemed to signal to one of his cohorts to fire his weapon. In 2020, Burna Boy dropped 2010-20 after the horrible tollgate incident. That song, however, is sounding rather hypocritical a couple of years later. In the wake of the accusation of the June 2022 Lagos nightclub shooting that left an individual hospitalized and needed multiple surgeries, popular investigative journalist David Hundain brought to the fore claims that Burna Boy is an inauthentic individual. Taken to his popular Twitter page, David referred to Burna Boy as an insecure idiot that went to Corona school but is acting like the hard man he absolutely is not. David, who also went to Corona, went on to describe Burna Boy as a spoiled brat who was a classroom dunce at Corona and as a rich man's child who is role-playing a street boy's life as if it were a video game. Coincidentally, this came during a period in which controversial street artist Portable called out to Burna Boy too. On the 17th of May 2022, Burna Boy shared this picture of Portable on his Twitter feed with the caption, "Deep down, I really want this to be my album cover. Love, Damini." Many followers considered it a joke and reckoned it to be just the Burna Boy catching cruise. Portable might have even thought so too, even though he had long publicly requested for Burna Boy to give him a verse. It wasn't long afterwards, however, until the camel's back was broken as Portable's attention was brought to a video of Burna Boy using some of his slangs. The Zazu Z singer calmly addressed the issue with a video on Instagram asking Burna Boy if he was out for them to make music together or just to rip him off.
Zazu, I don't come with my wahala. Wahala they look for trouble. I just sit down. Uncle Burna Boy, I beg. She won't help me, I be won't rip me. I beg, I just gotta beg you. She more singing, I be just use me to do promotion. I say use my picture, promote your album. Now you gone to sing Akwe Grace, Akwe Mercy, blessing they follow me. Now me get time when I Sasu get time. I beg, more do song now, I beg. Street city take over, more link up. No be say kitty kitty kitty. When I roll with big boys, no repeal. Akwe Grace, Akwe Mercy, blessing they follow me.
It wouldn't be the first time that Burna Boy would be accused of copying or infringing on another artist's craft and had us questioning his originality. He has sampled Fela on over a dozen occasions according to Udochukwu Ikwagu of Medium.com, and has also reportedly sampled a host of others. But in 2022, an artist sampling another is not such a big deal, as almost all artists are doing it. Here, however, is a story that is. At the end of 2015, an upcoming artist, Dr. Spice, called out Burna Boy for stealing from him. The artist, accusing Burna Boy of being wicked and selfish, explained how Burna Boy didn't just take money from him, but also how Burna Boy stole his image. According to Dr. Spice, he moved into Burna Boy's house 2 weeks after receiving a call from Burna Boy's manager, who told him that Burna Boy wanted to sign him to Spaceship. Dr. Spice said that while he had been sporting dreadlocks for years, the very day he moved into Burna Boy's house, Burna Boy went out and came back with dreads, and even suddenly started putting one in front like he, Dr. Spice, does. Music make me feel there continues to be an argument over where priorities should lie for an artist, in their brand or in their music. While both are heavily important, the pendulum swings in favor of the music, as the most vital role of every musician is to make the best music possible. While we reckon that Burna Boy understands this, we have taken note that he cares very much about his brand and the way the world perceives him, and will do anything to ensure that he and his team control the narrative. So much that if anyone dares to mess that up or openly criticize him, well, reportedly, that was the case in May 2016 when a lady, Uju Stella, called out Burna Boy on social media, claiming to be pregnant for him. A few hours after her post had gone viral, she shared a picture of her broken front door, claiming that Burna Boy had just damaged it while trying to break into her house to allegedly deal with her for going public. In 2021, rapper CDQ was allegedly attacked by members of Burna Boy's camp in a nightclub a couple of days after he had called out Burna Boy on social media for disrespecting footballer Obafemi Martins. And then in November 2017, Burna Boy was accused of masterminding an attack against singer Mr. 2K at the Eko Hotel and Suites after Mr. 2K had granted an interview in which he condemned the Burna Boy's remark about hating pastors. While we can't 100% guarantee the authenticity of the free claims, there does seem to be a pattern there. Burna Boy, ever eager to protect his brand and never wanting his name tarnished in the media by others, but just how many times has he done this by himself? Threatening to hospitalize or kill bloggers, allegedly fighting Davido in Ghana, referring to Kenyans as peasants, and calling Nigeria the home to the largest number of backward, unprogressive fools are just a few of the ways in which he has shot himself in the foot in the past. He's a fighter. Burna Boy is not an overnight success. He had to wait and fight his way to get a seat at the table, which explains why he is super protective of his position there. There was a time before he released Ye when his ratings had dropped, and fans who had been supporters since the Like to Party, Tonight and Run My Race era may have begun to lose faith in the singer. It is a time when his resilience would have been tested and only the strongest mentally would have survived. When Coachella put his name in their artwork and it was too small for him to see, he tackled them, insisting that they fix it when many other Nigerian acts would have been comfortable with just getting on the roster. The problem with his fights is that it seems that he's only willing to fight for himself and wouldn't put in that energy to lift others. Unlike Davido, Wizkid and Olamide, Burna Boy hasn't really put anybody on. Buju, now Benson, was once signed but was let go before his music became successful for reasons that haven't been confirmed. On his albums, you wouldn't expect to get features from an upcoming Thames or Bella Shmurda, and most of his recent headlined events are one-man shows. Unmasking and Burna Boy would reveal Damini Ogulu, a young fun lover and obsessed winner who had to believe in himself long before the rest of the world began to believe in him. He can be insecure, seen in his seeming necessity to control the narrative, but trusts his close family and day ones, people he considers to be indispensable to always protect him and have his back. He may seem selfish, but to him, it's more of a need to protect his craft in terms of quality and attention. He does and has exhibited traits of a man that was spoiled as a child, but nothing suggests that he was ever or is a dunce, as his music and his interviews reflect otherwise.
I just don't like to be dampened by other people's insecurities and other people's problems.
He does seem to force the narrative that he belongs to another economic class, evident in the unnatural and forced African accent he exhibited in interviews granted to US media between 2019 and 2021, during which he strangely referred to Nigerians and Africans as his people, possibly to sell that narrative to the Western world. He's not one to show empathy and is very egotistical, but we hope that moving forward he learns to show more love and less ego while having a better time touring the world through his music. With love, Damini, we hope that you continue to grow from strength to strength and enjoy every moment. Carpe diem. We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.